Alright, here we are. Look at the change in the world today. Yesterday, beautiful sunny day on our adventure for Timbits down at Tim Hortons and discovering the fair. Today, cloudy, overcast, definitely rain. You can smell it and feel it in the air. The breeze has a chill to it, and the winds are very gusty. They're not continuously high, but the breezes are gusting big time. Signs of fall are in the air everywhere, including the geese. Yesterday we seen flocks and flocks of formations of geese. The B formation heading south, southeast direction. I'm sure some were headed toward like the Quebec area, and others were heading over the lake. That's the direction they were pointed. Really don't want to see fall. I'd rather the summer continue and our adventures and summer fun adventures just continue. Wow, train, very noisy train out there today. That's the way it is. This weekend we are going to get a trip to the Pirate Park, which is another part of the waterfront that we haven't had a chance to actually do any video of. The kids will get a chance to check out the splash pad and playgrounds there. We can do a little bit of video. The waterfront park area, or Pirate Park they call it, and they have skateboard park set up there, and soccer fields and baseball fields. The park with pirate ships and the swings and all of that, splash pad. It's a big family place. It's not really too far away. It's a crazy mad walk across the railroad tracks, but not really that far when you come right down to it. I know it's one of those places that it's easier to get a bus to the mall and then walk across the busy street and then up the road from there. Everybody's out mowing their lawns and stuff. Probably close to one of the last times they'll have to mow their lawns this year. It almost sounds like somebody's out there in that big empty field mowing, but the likelihood of that are slim and none. I expected to see them starting work over there this fall, and I don't see any activity. Getting ready to build over here. This is supposed to turn into a whole new subdivision back there. For off and on this summer, they've been doing various things that make it look like they're getting ready to start leveling the playing field so they can start that electric and the water lines and stuff like that for their new subdivision. They already have the plans of what they want to put in there, and how many houses and how many apartment buildings and everything else. So wouldn't be a whole lot to get the streets started and the electric wiring and the plumbing and stuff and the gas lines. I know they marked out gas lines in this area all around us, so they are getting ready to do such a thing. But they've done nothing inside the lot itself yet. It's not a new thing. This has been several years in the making, since probably 2015. They've been plotting and planning on this. And I know they got some investors that just bought into this property, so the money people are up waiting to volunteering to do this. I'm starting to feel little drips and dribs of rain on me here. I'm sitting out on a balcony, roaming in Ramble headquarters, as you might say. And I hope you enjoyed our features, short video features that we put up. The music information and the paranormal podcast. I put one of those up. It takes time to find people asking the right questions to put those up, because and also time to research and write that up. Even though I use AI, I still have to do the write-up for the AI voice to talk, and the pictures to be the fair use pictures to be pulled from the internet by the AI, and other stuff that it takes to do that. And same with the music features. I actually have to write all the text up and stuff to give the AI something to say. Definitely a big lawnmower over there. It's not something in that field. But it's a big industrial sized lawnmower or something over there. Big enough that it has a backup horn on it, a beeper, whatever you want to call it. It is definitely fair time. Just down behind that building over there, they are, you can't see it yet because it's not quite set up. From here, probably even with a wide screen turned on, you could probably see the Ferris wheels and stuff of the fair right behind that building there that I'm pointing at. The floor place right behind there, you would see the Ferris wheel popping up for the fair, because it's just down on the corner behind, well, you know, for walking it's a couple of blocks by the street, but by the way the drone would fly, it wouldn't be that far. It's right there. It would be right there behind that building, about a 3-minute walk across the field. Well, provided that field didn't have parking lots and buildings and fences and stuff like that between where we were walking. But yeah, right behind that building is where the fair is actually setting up. They're going to be in full swing setting that sucker up, because it opens tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's going to run through Monday, which here is the same as a Labor Day weekend. It's Victoria Day, but yeah. That is this weekend here in Canada. It's a long weekend. Not when they celebrate in the U.S. the weekend after us. First weekend in September is Labor Day there. We not only do that because of culture and tradition, but look at it this way. If the U.S. and Canada celebrated every holiday where everybody was partying and celebrating, like Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July and stuff like that, if everybody celebrated all at the same time, that would kind of make the nation weaker. I mean, you could take them by surprise a lot easier. If you've got people that aren't on holiday, it's like having a Thanksgiving dinner or having a big festival and everybody eating the same food, and then that food being bad. And everybody's sick with food poisoning, right? But, you get these big groups and you eat all kinds of different foods. So if one is bad, you only got a small group of people who get ill. If everybody ate the same thing, everybody would be ill at the same time. And if you're on that was troops or a big business or a party or something like that, you don't want everybody sick all at once. So they all eat different foods. And holidays work the same way. You don't want everybody out lounging around and not paying attention all at the same time. You want eyes open somewhere in this world at all times. You don't want to make your civilian population a target. And, there are holidays where we all celebrate at the same exact time, like Easter and Christmas. Yes. Christmas is Christmas no matter where you go, and Easter is Easter. But even Thanksgiving is different. The first Monday in October here and the third Thursday of November there in the U.S. So you don't even celebrate that holiday at the same time. Even though the harvest literally is not taking place at that time, but the harvest happens at roughly the same time. So if you're going to have a harvest celebration, they would happen at the same time. In Canada and the U.S., or basically all of North America is the same. I mean, there might be a couple of days difference between what you're harvesting, but not a month, for sure. A month or more. There are certain reasons we celebrate them staggered the way we do. Anyway, I don't know that we're going to get a walk-in today. It's not looking promising. I really would not look forward to walking too far because there is off and on rains happening already. Ian had to go to a school this morning for, it was like a self-tour to find classrooms. He had his schedule and everything, and first time in the high school. So he went down, and his mother went with him because she went to high school there too, and they took their own tour of the school. So he knew where his homeroom and his other classrooms were. There was going to be no surprises, perhaps even where his locker is. He knows at this point, so that when he goes there, I don't know when it's going to be, Tuesday or Wednesday, school starts. When he goes down there, he knows how long it's going to take him to walk down there. He knows where to get the bus if he wants to do that, and he has a bus ticket. And the bus almost right outside our door stops. But he actually has to go 20 or 30 minutes early to take the bus like that if it's too cold or too wet or whatever. But it's there and it's available. The city bus comes and it's just not even a 2-minute ride. It's $2, but it's still $2.50, I think it is. Students, same price that I pay. which is a senior discount. And he has his own cell phone, so he can put tickets right on his phone and just show the bus driver his bus pass on his phone. I'm still hoping to get the kids out there, hoping against hope, because the weather don't look good. We do have plans for the Pirate Park this upcoming long weekend, and we have plans. Everybody has to get their hair done, obviously, and stuff for school, and get their school supplies ready and their backpacks all packed up, and you know the drill when you start school. Get their acts cleaned up, so to speak. But I still have plans to try to get these guys to do a pop-up tent video for me at one point or another. It doesn't matter if it gets done after the weekend, after school starts or something like that, or a day after they're out of school. But yeah, it would be nice if we could have one nice evening so that we could do that. I would like it to be around sunset. Or just put up the pop-up tent, put some lights in it, and you know, tell some stories, whatnot, have some snacks in the tent on their own. They can't sleep. We wouldn't do a sleep out video at all here. It wouldn't, I mean, first, I don't think they would ever truly sleep out there. They would be trying to get in before an hour went by after dark. Even if we had a tent large enough for them to do that. On my arms every once in a while. Not even as much rain as we got during the Buster Fest, but because the ground got pretty wet during that. At one point during Buster Fest, we were getting pretty soaked, and we just kept going and going and going. I was surprised the guy who was juggling the fire and the swords just kept going as the rain came down. He said, it didn't seem safe to me for him to stand on the way he was, balancing on that seesaw-like deal with the 3 extension footstools, juggling knives, but he didn't seem to mind it. Then walking on the wet glass with the juggling fire while the wind was blowing in his face. Didn't seem too safe either, but he kept going and going, and he did a good job. Everybody loves him. This is not the first time we've seen him. It's we caught his show in the spring too, at the spring celebration. He was a performer, and everybody loved him then too. This was the first annual Buster Fest. I cannot wait until next year, because they now have. I would think they now have an idea of whether they had, you know, more space that they could have used to have more entertainment going on and made it even more successful and whatnot. I mean, the more you do it, the more you get an idea of what needs to happen at each one, you know, to hold attention and keep it getting better and better as time goes by. Wow, the drippies are definitely starting to pick up. But I am sitting out here on the balcony drinking my coffee. The door is right behind me, so, you know, we can get up in a big hurry and get out of here if it starts pouring, no problem. I am gonna get on and do some live games and stuff before this morning is over. You're gonna see some games, and we'll probably do, at the least, we'll probably do Diablo Immortal. Who knows? We might get into some pre-records. I'll have some music. Maybe we'll do some. It's hard to say. Maybe we'll do some Magic the Gathering or Sims 4. Anything is possible, but it is a rainy day. We're going to find some rainy day streaming to do live on our channel. We are still trying to build up our viewing hours and finally have them going forward again. I don't know what the big problem with that was, but we lost 11 viewing hours for the year 2 days ago, and today we're almost back to where we started, getting closer to it. We haven't changed anything we're doing. The numbers just do what they do on their own. It's YouTube's figment of their imagination. I guess. I don't know how they make up their analytics. When we look at them, when we look at the people who are coming to our channel and commenting and stuff, we're getting teenagers, people that are maybe just old enough to have a YouTube account, or perhaps they're still using their mother and father's YouTube account, and they love our videos at the local events of the Buskers Fest and stuff like that, and the live music and whatnot. They're high school kids, college kids, and stuff like that. And yet, analytics for YouTube says that most of our viewers are males, and most of them are 50 to 60 years of age, which would make sense for the music videos we're playing, but it doesn't make sense for the rest of the channel whatsoever. Most of them are younger, high school and college kids ages we've gotten comments from. I remember my mother and father used to listen to that song. We love your local events, and these are younger people, not older people, and a lot of them are female, not male. And it says that most all viewers on my videos are male. So we don't know where they get these facts and figures from. We try to follow their analytics, we try to follow their rules, but their stuff makes no sense. My channel has not even had the new 500 subscribers, 3,000 viewing hours switched on it. We have 4 other channels that have the 500 hours and 3,000 viewers to make monetization. This one hasn't switched. It's been around almost 13 years now. And we still, we have well over 1,000. We're pushing closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers every day. But the watch hours keep rolling backwards. They reach a certain point and roll backwards. They reach a certain point and roll backwards. They never ever. And I mean, we're supposed to have a whole year. Those viewing hours shouldn't go away for the year. If you take and remove viewing hours every month for the month of the previous year, you're not allowing those viewing hours to accumulate the way they should. You cannot change the up and down pattern of the viewing, and I learned this from years and years of vlogging. You cannot change the up and down pattern of when people come in and look at all. I mean, you can increase, it will increase and decrease. Like, here we are at the beginning of the starting of the school year, and you can tell school had been starting other places sooner, and the closer as these things happen, we're getting less. The views are getting less and less. Where we had 800 and 1,000 views all day long, we're now in the week where schools are going to be starting here in Canada, and the viewership is down below 100 viewers every hour. This happens every year in everything, whether you're talking about web blogs or you're talking about vlogs. These up and down trends, they happen all the time, all year long. You will, I mean, yes, there are people who get the 4,000 viewing hours and more. I mean, after you got 40,000, 50,000 viewers, anything is possible. And the problem is, getting that 4,000 hours the way that they're going about it is near impossible. You got to work your way up to those 1,000 subscribers first in order to have somebody always at your channel watching. It is near to impossible to get to 4,000 viewing hours in 365 days the way that they're calculating it. For a beginner, and this channel here that's been around for 13 years is a perfect example of that. How impossible it is. No matter how hard you work at it. No matter what kind of content I show you. I can do paranormal, no problem. I'm all over paranormal. I can do vlogging, no problem. I love walking, I love vlogging, I love architecture and history behind things. I have no problem with talking like this. None. I've done gaming, love gaming. I've done news and other types of content. I am into music. I've been an engineer and a DJ and all that kind of stuff all for years, since I was a teenager. I went to a school, a trade school called New School of Contemporary Radio and Television, where I learned it all. News and editing, commercial writing, and stuff like that, and I did the DJ thing. I've been an electrical engineer. I've built and designed and patented robotics for industry. There's nothing that I haven't tried with this channel, or nothing that I can't do to get to the top. And it doesn't work. I mean, but yet these young kids come in, and I don't know why it is you guys like some of these fake, especially the guys who with these paranormal channels. The younger ones, they're all fake. They're rigged. They are so rigged. And everybody loves it. Oh my God, the demons are after me. I caught him on camera. No, you didn't. I'm sitting right there watching. I'm sensitive to this shit, and they can find or see anything. They take a Ouija board, fling something across the room, cut out everything, and you just see it look like they took the planchette of the Ouija board and it went flying by itself. But there's so much editing, so much nonsense. The balls going down the stairs. You know what? If paranormal energy ever really focused its attention on a ball, especially the thinner ones, they just pop like balloons. Pow! That's it, because it's energy. And the plastic or the vinyl the ball is made of resists the positive energy. It absorbs the ground energy, so it gets hot and melts. It pops. Doesn't roll down the stairs or across the room. It just goes flat. That's a fact. It is really starting to come down here. I can actually, I don't know if you can see the rain in the camera yet, but I can see the rain right in front of my face. In fact, my hair is getting wet. Anyway, you guys, for those of you who are subscribing, and I know most of you are watching my music videos, we appreciate your support. I hope you will like and follow and share. Tell your friends, tell your neighbor's cat that we're there, and we are fighting our way as hard as we can to make monetization. You know what? Whether anybody ever gives us a super chat or anything like that, doesn't matter to me. What matters is the challenge of doing it. I love doing these videos and everything, so it's not really about the money. I'm already retired. A single income family of 4 with 2 young kids could certainly use income. We do it for the fun. We do it for the challenge. We do it for, you have any questions, we do it for you. We'll answer your questions best we can. Yeah, especially the supernatural stuff. Things are not as Hollywood as everybody wants to make it, or as dramatic. A lot of the stuff you're seeing on YouTube is rigged and faked. Some of it is not, but a lot of it is. And I mean, some of those pictures people show on the paranormal groups on Facebook are, I'm starting to find, are AI produced. And it really is disheartening what they're doing today, and making gobs and gobs of money. And the people who really understand it and are like the mediums and stuff who are making trying to make a real living at this are losing out. They truly are. You'd rather have the drama and the fakery than the real deal. And there are actually people coming with to the groups on Facebook describing things and asking if it's paranormal, and they've got full-blown medical conditions, neurological conditions and such. Everything from sleep apnea to sugar diabetes and anything else. What they describe as exactly a medical condition. And you're coming and asking, do you think this could be paranormal? No, I think it could be that you need a doctor. I am not a ghost doctor by any means. Anyway, we are going to let you go. Just thought I'd get this video put together. We're not going to get a walk. It's obvious. It's already raining. It's about to start pouring, without a doubt. We will be live. We'll be there for you. You'll be there too. Hope you appreciate our videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share it. The more you share it, the more others will see it. Just sharing it myself, yeah, I got a lot of people who follow me on Facebook and formerly known as Twitter and other places, but other people have other friends, and then it brings more views and more fun and more community. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.